Welcome back. We're gonna preview. We're gonna talk about the Browns Steelers game. Browns finally got over the snide and won finally after 12 straight losses to the Steelers.
Yeah.
Just want to see how you're doing now. Did you finally pick it back up your head or what?
Anybody wants to know about that?
All right. Well, we're gonna talk about what was the key. What was the key to the Browns winning this game? Was it just so cold the Steelers couldn't handle it? It gets cold in Pittsburgh, but it ain't nothing like that, like Erie cold. So,
Nope.
what was the key to this game?
Well, they were already struggling before they came in the game. They had key injuries to Troy Polamalu. Hines Ward wasn't 100%. That was a big key.
Yeah.
And they were able to put some pressure on. They mixed up their blitzes, put some pressure on Roethlisberger, and the secondary actually came to play that game, and they had some coverage sacks too. It's like Josh Cribbs had a big game, and everything just went their way that game. It was like they was meant to win that game. It seemed like.
Is this game a building block for next week? Can this team can maybe move on from there and maybe win another one, maybe even two more down with 3 games left? Because their schedule the rest of the way isn't too difficult. You think they could maybe win another one?
They might win another game, but I mean, for them to win 2 games in a row, that'd be probably partying in the streets. Browns fans, if that happened.
All right. Well, let's talk about this from the Steelers' point of view. That was their 5th straight loss. I mean, they're still in the playoff hunt, but the question is, I don't think they have a chance to make the playoffs. But does this team at least come to play the rest of the way, or do they just fall apart?
I think they'll come to play. I mean, I think Mike Tomlin is the type of coach that'll get you ready to play. For the most part, I don't think they'll quit.
He's going to unleash hell.
And the hell froze over.
Yeah, pretty much Thursday, but I think they'll still play hard, even regardless. And I think I don't know if Palomar was coming back or not. I haven't heard anything about him, but I think they'll play tough the rest of the way still.
All right, what are the ills? I mean, we talked about Palomalo being out, but they allowed Cribbs to run for 200 yards on them. And going into the game, Tomlin even said that we can't let Cribbs beat us, and yeah, he did. Obviously that's one of the issues other than just Palomalo being out with the defense. I mean, the offense didn't look too good. They couldn't even run the ball in the Browns.
Well, I think was it Aaron Smith?
On DN?
Yeah, one of the DNs, he got hurt, and that affected the run game defensively a lot, and I think they're a team that was just kind of desperate. They're just reeling. They got injuries, and I kind of feel they got lucky all last year, pretty much. I think everything.
You're lucky when all the way to the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
I think they just wasn't.
Gave it to, but that don't
Just one of them things. It was everything just kind of just fell their way. And I never really thought they were that good to begin with.
I mean, we knew that, Mr.
But I think reality is starting to set in. That's what I think is really happening.
All right, let's go to the next game. New Orleans and Atlanta was. This is a game that made me shake my head about the Saints. They win at 13-0, but I just don't understand how every week they got to. They should have lost last week to the Redskins, first of all. And then this week, you play the Falcons, who didn't have Matt Ryan, Michael Turner, or Roddy White, and you only win by 3. You barely win this game, and you call yourself a 13-0 team, a team that's supposed to win the playoffs like that. I don't understand this team. Tell me what's going on.
I really don't understand it either. You would think, Atlanta's, like, you had 3 of Atlanta's top offensive players out. You think the defense would sort of dominate or take advantage of that, but they still kept on. I'll give Atlanta a little bit of credit. They still found ways to move the ball, but still for it to be even that close, that's hard to figure out.
All right, do you guys think any less of the Saints now after the last 2 weeks? You still think this team win it all?
No, I don't think any less.
I do. But then again, I wasn't sold all the way from the beginning. All right, next game is Indianapolis at Denver. This was kind of a crazy game. Colts got up to a 21-0 lead. I think they kind of let up. They thought the game was over, and then Denver got back in it. But the other thing with Brandon Marshall just went nuts 21 catches, 200 yards, but they still lost. The Colts, we just talked about the Saints going all the way. Are the Colts capable of going all the way?
I mean, they're capable, but I don't think they're going to do it because they clinched everything so fast. They're going to, I think, last few games they're going to rest their starters, and they'll probably lose a game or two before the season is over.
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, they're very capable of going all the way. Like we discussed before, their secondary is very young and vulnerable, which is, of course, why Marshall got that. But they basically, they're on the bend but not break mode. So if they can keep that up, allow 200, 300, 400 yards, but not allow a touchdown or any score, that's pretty much all that matters. So
okay, let's put the coach hat on for a quick second. If you are the coach, I forgot his name. What's his name? Caldwell.
Yeah.
Okay, what would you do with this team? Would you start resting players? Would you have them play all the way out and get to go to 16-0? What would you do if you were the coach?
I would try to do both because I mean, how many times you get to have a chance at the undefeated record? But the most important thing is, having your players healthy for the playoffs. So I would just play. I guess I'd go on field. I would play for this particular game. I'd play like 3 quarters my starters and see how the game goes. And if it's already seemed like it's pretty much settled by that time, I would take my starters out.
yeah,
I'd probably go in that mode for the whole rest of the season, like 2 to 3 quarters, play my starters, and see how the game is.
yeah, I'm basically just trying to win games. If I'm Caldwell, yeah, I agree with Sean. Like maybe like the last couple of games, I'd only play him for like a half or 3 quarters. But bottom line, you got to keep the winning momentum. I remember, I think it was maybe Tampa Bay, like some years ago. They had a good lead in their division.
Yeah, Derek Bush was just talking about that.
Yeah,
And then they go to Philly and they got stomped.
Yeah. So it's like you got to keep the winning momentum, or at least have some sort of consistency going into the playoffs. And plus, they're going to have a bye week anyway.
Yeah.
So
I think that's a bad example. I think Tampa Bay, them Florida boys could handle that cold weather.
true.
Them cats never played well when it got below 34 degrees. The other game